I heard about Ryoma. That man had a certain way about him. It was impossible to not let your guard down once he really got going. That's a good thing, mind you. Made things seem just a little brighter. That's why I hoped he'd be able to get both sides of this war on the same page. Now that that's fallen through, it's like the world has changed. People want blood. A real fight is all but inevitable. So Ryoma was attacked by the Demon Claw Samurai. Who exactly are they to you, anyway? Warriors trained in pairs to bring down the shogunate. No wonder they seemed so intent on reducing this country to ash and rubble. You and your partner are quite different, aren't you? I'd hazard that's due to Ryoma's influence? Possibly mine? Anyway, I see now that your bond is a strong one indeed. But you will have to bring this to an end one day. You and no other. The confrontation between the shogunate and the two clans has already begun. Which means the Demon Claw is bound to turn up soon. You must be ready for anything. We do this for Ryoma too. You do what you need to do. Till next time.
Oh, it's you.
Hey! Ryoma, and even Nagaoka, gone. I shouldn't have left you to see him alone. We should have gone together. If he hadn't got the Satsuma and the Choshu to join forces, we'd never have come so far. But I fear the Satsuma have shown nothing but ingratitude.
You know the situation already, I presume.
The time for talk is over. Battle is inevitable. Japan cannot be changed while the Tokugawa control the new administration. Our purposes may not be perfectly aligned, but considering the Shinsengumi's numbers, we need as many allies as we can muster. Please, help us fight the Tokugawa. Of course, take your time to think it through. We'll be here when you make up your mind.
I'm sure you know, but the time to face down the rebels has come. We may outnumber them, but we cannot underestimate our foe. We've both watched each other's backs in battle. Our bond is strong, which is why I want to ask again. Please, fight alongside us with the Shinsengumi! Of course, you should think it through. You can find us here as we prepare for battle.
Hey, how goes it?
Please, help us fight the Tokugawa. Thank you. I'll be sure to remember this. Your role will be crucial to our strategy.
I'll explain a little about the plan. To beat an enemy who outnumbers us, we'll have to defeat their main force to crush their morale. We want you to take the main enemy encampment. If their central force is in disarray, we can use the British artillery to finish the job.
This is our chance to change our country. Together. Now, move out.
The name is Jules Brunet. It is an honor to fight alongside such renowned samurai.
We've been expecting you. My name is Kondo, of the Shinsengumi.
My Denshutai troops have finished training and are ready for battle.
Everyone! The Imperial Court has finally decreed that the shogunate be abolished. Now, we are the loyalists, and the Tokugawa, the rebels!
We did it at last!
Yes, our efforts have been rewarded.
We have righteousness on our side. Our enemy is nothing but a disorderly rebel. To war!
The revolutionist army, led by the Choshu and the Satsuma, squared off against the shogunate forces. And so the curtain rose on the Boshin War.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Come on! Where's your Shogun spirit? Cannon fire! Take cover!
Enemy here. Assassin!
Truly grateful. You've given me the chance to face you again. Oh no, wait. He will not. Don't rush. Take your time. I wonder how you'll use it. Is that all? Is that all? Sure thing. Very well. Thanks for your patronage.
Who are you?
So it was you who kindled the flames of war? This is quite some déjà vu.
I couldn't have asked for a more fitting place to settle this. Let me show you my samurai spirit. Together, Kondo!
Take it easy.
Finally created the army I dreamed of. I won't let you ruin it. So, our dream ends here. To think they would make it this far.
Inamoto has brought his ship around. Please, you must escape to Edo.
Never! If I flee now, the shogunate's over!
But that's exactly what they're hoping for. Should you fall to your enemies here, war will rack the entire nation. Lord Katamori, if you would. You burn with a desire for vengeance. Allow us to quench those flames.
This is not over.
The enemy's commander has fled. Now is the time. The heavens have granted us our chance.
The Shogun's troops are on the verge of retreat. Let's give this everything we have! Fire!
You should fall back. Look after Brune. I will stand with you. The age of the sword is over. But I live by the blade, or not at all. It is the end for us old samurai. Doshi, you and the others must now become samurai for a new age. Now, go!
Sabrune.
shogunate forces outnumbered the enemy. With the retreat of the shogun, defeat was at hand. Riding high from its victory, the revolutionist army began its march on Edo. In disarray after their defeat at Tobafushimi, the remnants of the shogunate army flee to Edo in their commander's wake. Emboldened by their victory, the revolutionist army heads to Edo, intent on delivering the final blow to its enemies.
Oh, it's you.
Well, that went more smoothly than expected. We'll send the men who can still fight to mop up the rest of the enemy.
Look who lived to fight again. You made all the difference. You have my thanks.
And it appears the Demon Claw Samurai's assault on Yodo Castle didn't harm our cause either. It's true. I don't know what they're trying to achieve.
I'm sure they're up to something. But regardless, Yodo Castle was a great opportunity to turn the tide.
We'll gather our forces and chase down the Tokugawa. Whatever orders might come our way, attacking Edo is unavoidable now.
The samurai with the demon claw will no doubt be headed there too in pursuit of Lord Yoshinobu. You are on the trail, right? What do you say to traveling to Edo together?
I've heard Lord Yoshinobu was badly wounded. That means it's Katsukaishu calling the shots. We need to find out what he's planning.
Katsu is liable to take drastic measures, like a cornered rat. I'm counting on you to make contact with him in Edo. I know you can do it.
The Shogun's life is not in danger. But still, he must rest up for now.
I just can't understand it. Why didn't we stand and fight? With my fleet, it was a battle we could have won.
We were following the Shogun's orders. He did not wish for us to fight. And frankly, Enomoto, I believe he means to lay down his very life for the million citizens of Edo.
And you will allow this? You are a samurai! Is it not your duty to protect your lord and master?
It is indeed. And that's why I have a very important job for you. Enomoto must take His Excellency and his men to safety overseas. The people of Edo, too, should use what ships they have to escape.
Escape, you say? You can't be serious.
After that, We will set Edo ablaze. I have already told Chief Tatsugoro of the firefighters our plan. We will destroy anything useful to our enemies. When they are weakened, we'll have a chance to negotiate.
You really mean to sacrifice Edo?
If Edo were to become a battlefield, it would be utter carnage. Countless citizens would perish. No, this is the only way.
The restoration is nigh, and all shall burn. The Sekihotai will see it done.
Hey, good to see you. Thanks to you, I'm right as rain again. Just look. Like this, and this. I know you're always looking out for me. I guess that's just how it goes with us, huh? So, while I've been resting, I've had a lot of time to think. Once all this is over, I want to take that trip to America. See, my friends continued fighting for our beliefs, for a new dawn, even when I couldn't. That's how I know Japan will be all right without me. So I want to travel around America and see everything it has to offer. I think everything's pretty much settled down now. Well, I thought so, but I suppose I was wrong. But still, I'm not worried about our future anymore. With you, Katsura, and Katsu around, I know our country is in good hands. Not right away, of course. I'll wait for things to get a little more quiet. The truth is, I'd love for you to be there with me. But we each have our own path to walk. And that's why we have to part ways, at least for now. But we'll be reunited one day. You're my counterpart, after all. I just have one last thing to ask you. Will you spar with me? Think about it. We've known each other all this time, but never once properly dueled. Also, I can't be walking around with a sword in America. Let me put the samurai part of myself to rest. Huh? Let's do it at the place where everything began. The place where we first met. The magistrate's estate in Yokohama. So how about it? Care to go around? Good answer. Let's go. Visibility is good today. The horizon is crystal clear. We walked all the way here, didn't we, when we first met? Feels like it was only yesterday. Right then. Don't hold back. Give me everything you've got. Let's see if I can handle it. Stand back. You should know better than anyone, but I'm far from beaten. Maybe have rested up a little bit longer. I feel alive. I don't even want this to end. You got me. Crossing swords with you really brings home how strong you are. Well, now that I fought the strongest warrior around, I can go with no regrets. This is the end of Yoma Sakamoto, the Japanese samurai. From now on, I'm Yoma Sakamoto, citizen of the world. Listen, I want you to have my sword. I'm forever in your debt for all you've done. Besides, it's not like I can carry it around with me in America. There's a saying they have over there. It's always darkest before the dawn. It might feel dark now, but I believe Japan's new dawn is close at hand. If we work together, I know we can iron out these last few problems. And once we do, I can head to America with my conscience clear and mind at ease. You can count on me.
Ah, back, are we? We've been hard at work with Master Kano since you last saw us.
Maybe this is a good chance to see how much we've improved. Care to spar a little? All the better. I certainly wasn't planning to.
We're ready, whenever you are.
We're going to take you down this time! Prepare yourself!
Martial artist, I can't simply sit back and watch. Finally, an opportunity to test my limits!
Damn it. I can't believe we still aren't a match for you.
You're very strong. To think I'd lose again.
Phew. Well, at least we put up more of a fight this time. Ito?
Right. We don't have time to dwell on our losses anyway. Not if we've got the betterment of this nation to worry about.
Thank you, Master Kano, for all you've done for us. We've made excellent headway, thanks to you.
I admit I was rather skeptical of your capacity for improvement at first, but seeing how much you've grown, you've more than earned my respect. It makes me want to develop a form of combat focused on non-lethal self-defense, a discipline that allows practitioners to take measure of each other's skill. Through training, my students will learn a new way to live, a gentle way, or judo, so to speak.
Quite the great man, isn't he? What do you make of this?
I think it sounds like a splendid idea. Perhaps spreading judo's principles far and wide will cultivate the peace we are all in search of.
And we'll do our part to form a government that will help make that peace a reality.
Great! Let's aim for nothing less.
we meet again. I see now it was wrong, what I did to the Shogun. Forgive me. So the Demon Claw Samurai is your so-called blade twin. I once schemed with that villain to plunge this country into civil war. After the dust had settled, I imagined that the British would take over, that I'd be put in charge, and that Japan would be mine. I really believed that I'd be able to protect its beautiful culture from the great powers. But I was blind. That villain would have had Japan destroyed in a bloody war. And had that happened, all would be lost. That is why I promise to do everything in my power to protect this country from now on. Do you trust me? Thank you. You know, this is the first time we've really spoken to each other since our first meeting. Ah, that old poem. You have a good memory. Had Edo been consumed by flames, there would have been no such picturesque deaths.
I didn't expect to find you here. So you're a friend of Mr. Sato? I have business with him too, and of a rather urgent nature. I hope you don't mind my interrupting. Mr. Sato, I recall you having some connection to the Sekihotai. Well, they appear to be up to no good. Any ideas as to what they're planning?
One thing does come to mind. The Demon Claw Samurai mentioned something about using them to blow up Kaneji Temple. Kaneji is the family temple of the Tokugawa, you see. So if you ask me, those nasty retainers are likely planning to storm Edo. You must understand, Kaneji Temple is a national treasure. What do you say? Will you help me prevent its destruction at the hands of the Sekihotai? I shan't forget this. Now, if they have indeed begun to mobilize, we'd best make haste. Every second counts.
I am heartened to know we can count on you. Let us meet at Kaneji Temple then.
Buddy, come over here.
You came. As expected, the temple grounds are crawling with suspicious individuals. I fear we may be too late. Indeed. Say, I may have an idea as to where they might plant their bombs. Given that the Sekihotai are seeking to provoke the shogunate, they will surely plant any bombs in places of symbolic import. Let us go.
Let's be quick. He who hesitates is lost, after all.
No! This temple was one of Japan's treasures!
Come on then! Come on then!
An outrage! Damn the Sekihotai! I'd forgotten
forgotten one place. Toshogu Shrine. It's the most important shrine in Ueno. Let's hurry!
Think you can take me?
Sato! That you of all people should interfere.
Third unit.
Don't take any chances.
Finished yet! That was yours, Sato! Yours! Why would you betray us? Don't think you're gonna escape the Sekihotai.
You will be punished. Damn it. I'll be back for your hits. Just
Well, it seems that our work here is done. Toshogu Shrine is safe and sound thanks to your courageous efforts. We may not have saved all of Kaneji Temple, but I expected as much.
Tell me, Mr. Sato. That Yukawa fellow said this was all your plan.
And indeed it was. For I was once blinded by my excessive love for this country. Indeed, culture of Japan is a marvelous thing. To think that I came so close to destroying an invaluable piece of it. I wonder, do you think I can redeem myself? Doubtless you're correct. In other words, talk is cheap. It is time for action. However, my first order of business is to safeguard against a possible retaliation. I should be safe at the manor in Takanawa. You know, I have many valuable belongings there. Paintings and scrolls and other curios I've collected from all over Japan. In fact, you should really come by sometime for tea. I'm quite the connoisseur. Well, until then,